Hello, Mom and Dad Meet World. So I want to talk to you about this computer right here. Well, maybe not specifically this computer right here because this computer is more or less, okay, it is a prop because the computer I want to talk about is the Apple MacBook Air. This is the M2 right now that is on sale at Best Buy. And I am not 100% positive if you need to be a Total Tech member or not, or if you have the higher end version of Total Tech, but I don't think you need to have the higher end version, but I know there's also been some people who've also got it price matched, but right now for $749 at Best Buy, and I believe there are all colors available. I myself have been liking the silver as much as that midnight looks good. The silver, boy, that silver really does look good, and it is a classic color. That's what I've got in my cart right now. I have not yet pulled the trigger on it, but if you are looking for a MacBook Air, something thin, something light, this is in a case and it's still thin and light and very portable. Something I was looking for, something that I was actually discussing in one of our other videos, but we actually ended up paying more for that M2 MacBook Air that we have got coming out in a video than they are brand new. So brand new, $749 for an M2 MacBook Air with 16 gigs of RAM as standard, 256 gigs of storage, and I just reviewed that computer. It is a very snappy computer. I actually just reviewed that computer, compared it to a 15-inch M3 with 24 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage, and that M2 held its own. It was very fast, very competent with everything I threw at it. The Microsoft Office apps, Slack, Final Cut, Pixelmator Pro, pretty much you name it, a little bit of video stabilization in Catalyst Browse, and it was able to do it all very well, very snappy without any hesitation. It exported a 6-minute Final Cut Pro project in about 2 minutes and 44 seconds, which is actually not too bad at all. The M3 with 24 gigs of memory and the faster storage, and we'll talk about that storage here very shortly, but the faster storage, it did it in 2 minutes and 40 seconds, so less than 5 seconds slower than that M3 MacBook Air. And the M2, very capable. I do gotta think with about 90% of you out there, it will actually fit your needs. There is no fan, so it's gonna be quiet. You will still get, I know it's rated at more than an 8-hour battery life, but realistically, if you're gonna be doing pretty much any office work, you're gonna get more than 8 hours of battery life. You're gonna be doing a little bit of mixed usage. You're gonna get about 8 hours of battery life, and that includes some pretty good video editing. But the nice thing about this is you do have the MagSafe here, so hook your MagSafe to USB-C cable up to, say, a power brick, and you can just recharge on the go, which is very nice. And speaking of that, you did see right here, you've got the 2 USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports on one side, and then on the other side here, you've got a headphone jack. Like I said in the other video, you are not getting like an SD card slot. If it had the SD card slot, this would be darn near perfect. But again, fast, capable, MagSafe. It's going to be a very good computer. I thought I'd run into the bottleneck with the solid state drive. Solid state drive is the slower single NAND chip version that is on the M2. So depending on which disk speed test you do run, the Blackmagic disk speed test, try saying that very fast. I can't, but you're going to get about 2200 read, 1500 write, or about 1500 read, 1500 write, depending on the transfer, the transfer size. So just know that. But again, if you are not going to be transferring a ton, you're really not even going to notice the real world difference. Again, real world difference in using Office, email, web browsing, even Final Cut. You're going to be able to edit 4K video, no problem. We did, using the 4K from this camera right here. So I shoot an H.265 from what I've heard, a very, very hard codec for older computers. No problem with the M2 MacBook Air. And again, zippy, snappy, that 16 gigs of memory as standard. That's really the key. For $749, you really cannot go wrong. And if you are a Total Tech member, the higher end version of Total Tech, you do get that free Apple Care for up to 2 years. So you're going to be saving yourself another, what, close to another $200. So $749 if you're a Total Tech member with Apple Care Plus. I do got to say that is very, very good. So if you're on the fence, you're even just thinking about it, you may want to get off the fence because you do have that extended return policy and there is no restock fee if you have that buyer's remorse later on, or if there is that M4 Air that does come out. So just want to make this very quick video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, like, share, comment, subscribe. It all helps out our channel. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.